Alright, we're here with part 1 for Alan Wake Remastered. I decided to play this before Alan Wake 2, even though I'm extremely excited for Alan Wake 2, and I heard really good things about it. I really loved this game back when it came out on Xbox 360. I played it a few times. I think before I said I played it at least 2 times. I know I played it more than that because I didn't get all the collectibles in my first playthrough, so I did play it a few more times to get all those, and then I played it again when they added the DLC. I ended up 100%ing it on the 360, so I had to go back and beat it on Nightmare as well to get the rest of the Manuscript Pages, because they have some difficulty locked ones, which is kind of annoying because you can't choose Nightmare as your first difficulty on playthrough. You have to beat the game once in order to unlock it. So in order to get all of the collectibles, you have to play through it twice. And then I ended up picking it up again on Steam, and I 100%ed that version as well. So I played this game a few times, and it's a really good game, and it's definitely one you can play through multiple times and still enjoy it. I've never played the remastered version of this game, though. I was always thinking it might come to Steam eventually, but it is published by Epic Games, so it kind of just remained an Epic exclusive. And then they had it on sale at one point, near the end of, I think, last year. That's when I ended up getting it. It was like 10 or 15 bucks, but I still never played it until right now, I guess. This is the first time I launched it. So I'm excited to see how it looks, because even the original version of the game, even on Steam, it looked really good still. Like, it held up pretty well. So I'm excited to see what they touched up. But yeah, I decided to play it again because the Alan Wake story is pretty crazy. So I need to refresh my memory of what exactly is going on, because it's very hard to follow if you don't know the context, and it's like impossible to explain in like basic terms, I guess. So we're gonna recap the story here, refresh our memories, and for anyone new, you'll get to experience it, I guess brand new if you're watching it on my channel. And then we might play American Nightmare as well. I forgot if American Nightmare even is really considered connected. It does give more context on Mr. Scratch, who is like Alan's doppelganger. So we'll probably cover that too. We'll probably give that another playthrough. It's a really short game. I think it only takes like 2 to 3 hours to beat or something like that. But I am going to be going for all of the collectibles as well, all the ones I can pick up at least. I might not timestamp them because this isn't really going to be a collectible guide. I'm just going to pick them all up. So yeah, we're going to listen to all of the radios and watch all the TV shows. We're going to get all the thermostats and stuff like that. So I think we're ready here. I think we can just jump in now. We're also going to be doing the DLC episodes, because they kind of continue the story, but those take place after the main game. But, oh, they added an easy difficulty? What the hell? I don't remember there being an easy difficulty on this game, but we're definitely playing on normal.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Here we go. I mean, to be fair, that hitchhiker was just standing in the middle of the road. I'll look up at the light. No. I remember when like old games, up used to be down and down used to be up, which is always so weird to me. Like that was considered normal, inverted was considered what is now normal. That'll be to sprint. Yeah, I remember he gets tired. There's a thermos right away in the beginning here too.
The
I think
radiator
it's
had broken
further down
when
the
I
road.
hit the hitchhiker. The car wasn't going anywhere.
He's got all of his books in the back.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Wanted to kind of see his character model, because the one thing that I remember in the original games, he didn't actually really look like the live-action version of him that you see on the TVs. Oh yeah, they actually did change it quite a bit. He looks more like him now. I noticed they touched the cutscenes up too. They like have the new character models in it. This looks really good though. There's a crow or a raven. Yeah, our first thermostat's over here. Bridge out. Yeah,
The bridge had collapsed.
every bridge is always
I
out
have
in
to
horror
find another way to the
situations.
lighthouse.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's 100 of these things. There's a lot of collectibles in this game. Alright, now we just continue. Like how these like random places would just advertise his book.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? Ugh. You think you could just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama?
Well, he knocked the light out.
You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer. You're a joke. It would be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor. You'll never publish another one of your shitty stories, 'cause I'm gonna kill you. It's not like your stories are any good. Not like they have any artistic merit. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for. Just look at me. Look at your work.
He had a lot to say. Makes me feel less bad for running him over. Now I'm missing. Yeah, I forgot the diver suit guy. What was his name again? Thomas Zane, maybe? It's been a while. I can't remember the last time I played this. It didn't feel like it was that long ago, but it could have been a few years. Alright, this is where we learn how to dodge. There's a cinematic dodge for like perfectly timing. There it is.
You can't stop me.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
We made it.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
It was great. I think in sections like these they give us infinite sprint. Oh no, they don't. Sure, this is safe.
Hurry!
Mr. Wake, it's me! Play steward, remember? Quickly, get inside! There's no time to lose! Oh no! 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 No!
I was trapped. There was no way out.
And there's the TVs. Well, that guy didn't make it. This part always reminds me of Evil Dead. Pretty sure we're stuck in here until it gets all beat up.
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Forgot that like everything had physics in this game too, which things sometimes feel a little weightless. Oh man, that messed me up.
You are hurt. You should go into the light.
Oh.
You are only safe there.
Keep up, man. I was already past it.
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
Holy flashlight.
Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is
Does it
still
auto
your
aim?
enemy. Here,
Yeah, it does.
take the gun.
Now you'll die.
Alright, bullet sponge, but he's
Good.
down.
You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Alright, we're armed and ready to go now. I think we actually have... Yeah, here we go. Can pyramid. You have to knock a certain amount of those down.
You made me this way, and now I'm gonna kill you.
Remember, you don't have to waste your battery. You just kind of want to burst them to stun them. Wait, which way is he coming up from? Oh, damn it. He's trying to get a cinematic dodge on him. You don't really ever, like, fully kill him. The same guy, I think, keeps coming back. I don't even know if I have to worry about these guys. Grab flares and a flare gun here. Flare guns are like instant kills, but here's our second thermos as well. Actually, this is a perfect opportunity. Kill all three of them. I like how their shadow kind of remains for a little bit. Knock them off. There we go.
I can keep this up forever.
I know, please don't. Jesus. Oh no, Alan's getting tired. Yeah, we have another thermos right before the end here. It's right on that bench. I've got it.
Baby, just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
There we go, we're in Bright Falls now. But yeah, the one thing I'm immediately noticing though is just the major touch-up to the character models are really good. Everything else looks about the same as I remember almost.
Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
Actually, I mean, the lighting itself looks improved as well. Looks more vibrant than I remember.
Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Alan could have been a little bit nicer there. He sounded a little aggressive.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and charge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Yeah, I remember Barry. Barry's an awesome character.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we can talk to someone else on the ferry.
Damn yuppies.
I think that's all he says, though. I think we actually meet that guy again,
you get
too.
The full service here.
Relax.
I've made all the arrangements. I drive the car. I'll even carry the bags. All you have to do is drag your cute butt into the car and enjoy the ride.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes?
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
It's kind of hard to remain discreet here if they've got posters of them.
Try the coffee.
Right.
Just don't
So
blame
much
me
for
when you
quiet
fall in
vacation.
love, because it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Yeah, I think they did change the lighting quite a bit. I don't remember it being so volumetric in the original.
Wrong, Mr. Wake?
But I see our next
can't
thermostat.
believe it. I'm having a conversation with Alan Wake.
I remember these two.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now.
What was their band name?
Coconut.
That was something with the
Number
gods.
6 in the jukebox.
There was something with
I'd
Norse
do it
mythology, I think. Is it on their
myself, but
jacket?
Both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
Ah, it does that. Get stuck. Yeah. You need to give it a good solid whack.
Let's smack this thing.
You put the lime in the coconut. Drink them both up. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
This
Let's
is it.
grab our thermostat.
Outside and gone to hell.
Oh, I remember this lady.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find
You don't
Stuckey,
wanna die,
to get the
do
key
you?
and get out as soon as
Worse.
possible. The waitress was giving me a headache.
he
Overeager
didn't
fans
listen.
always did.
It's really dark.
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Strange lady.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
I'm sure.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed, and then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
I think if you go back, she's gone.
I hadn't seen her leave, but the old lady was gone.
Yep. I mean, there's the back door right there. I guess she could have used, but in this game, she definitely disappeared.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
How he's just Tom.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Yeah, she was driving really fast out there.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Bad man here on KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while. See those stars winking down at you? It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey.
Cauldron Lake.
I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Everything always starts with the cabin.
The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
But before we go that way, we have to head all the way back up because we have another thermos. I'm gonna head all the way uphill here. Yeah, they don't let you sprint, so it actually is kind of a decent walk. Can I pick up anything here though? No. Alright, let's grab this thermos.
The cabin obviously got its name from the shape of the island. It looked like a giant bird leg. Alice had mentioned that the lake was a caldera. There was a dormant volcano under it.
Yeah, sounds like perfect, perfect weird activity location. It's just surrounded too. You can actually see the home for the elderly or whatever it was at the top of the hill there, overlooking the lake. This game just did such a good job just setting up the vibe. Alright, she's still just standing here waiting for us. Water's just pitch black. Bird leg cabin. Let's take a look out here. I don't think there's anything we can actually do over here or anything. I think we have to come back to this area later, though.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Oh, maybe I do have to start it.
The lights are on! Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again. It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
Yeah, well... something tells me... well, I played the game already, so I know that's not the case. We have another thermostat in here.
Alice? Honey?
Here we go. Then we also have another radio here. Our first radio is right here.
The old door had played a trick on me. Alice wouldn't have come out in the dark.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. A famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now, let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF-FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose,
I just
Rose
saw him
screwed
at
it
the
all up.
Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBF-FM. And now, some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile.
Alright, so there's our first radio. Now we gotta go back to finding Alice. I think she's probably just upstairs. Yeah.
I have a surprise for you.
Always a deer head. Dude, every time I see deer heads in cabins, I just get Alan Wake or Evil Dead vibes.
What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice! Everyone
keeps... Hey! Just hear me out! There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No! It's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Damn it. Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Yep. Shouldn't have left her. Alan's got quite the temper.
It's all right. I'm coming. What the hell?
Birds are attacking us and everything. Hang on.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Keep going, Alan. Wake up.
Alice? Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Yep, now the nightmare actually begins.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartmann. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Does have a smug face. I remember Hartman. I think he's kind of an asshole. Is there something we can examine from here? Guess not. Yep. This is where the story really begins. This is where things start to get a little trippy.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Oh, nothing wrong with the forest at night in this game. Sure, if we just get that car back, it'll be fine in tip-top shape. This is where we can start collecting manuscript pages too.
Hello? Is someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Yeah, that was one thing that was neat about the manuscript pages, is it actually told
Departure
you
by Alan Wake.
what was coming.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
I feel like we're probably gonna listen to all the pages because it just connects to the vibe of the game perfectly. Though we're not gonna be able to get every single one. These ones with the little flame icon are the nightmare difficulty only ones, so we won't get every chapter, but we'll get most of them. We're gonna need our flashlight soon, though. I think one of them's automatically on the path ahead for the next manuscript page.
Anybody there? Please.
Shadows are appearing already. Well, that's weird. I just realized that the foliage becomes fully transparent. I think that's just like a graphical glitch they probably never fix. Could be, I think it might have defaulted with DLSS set to quality. So it could be that too that's doing it.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Is this supposed to be a coffin? I don't think I'm supposed to go this way, but I was just looking around. Alright, so we gotta hop this fence. I thought there was supposed to be a manuscript page here. Because I didn't think 3 was on Nightmare only. It says 4 is. Alright, I think it is actually Nightmare difficulty only. So let's move ahead here. I remember this part. This part was always so cool. Because it was like your first major introduction to how crazy the game's gonna get.
Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help.
Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in Nightfall.
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Yeah, there's Stucky. We saw him a little earlier. Seems to be doing all right. Here's our other manuscript page here.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
And we have another thermostat right here, too. Really need our weapons, though. Stucky's gonna be chasing us. That was close. I kicked a gas can at me.
Drive, you lose it. It's the latest thing.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Nice and convenient placement for our revolver and flashlight. How many batteries can I carry?
During your trying
Before I do that, can I pick anything else up?
in
Yes.
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
Hello?
And you cut the phone line.
You can see
There's no driver. Thanks, Stucky. I think we have our first chest coming up here.
There were more of them. My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
There we go, we got some flares.
Graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
I think we're good to move forward here. We just gotta turn off the electricity, but dude, I love this game so much. It's so fun. It's a little goofy. Like, it doesn't go fully into the survival horror. I think the second one does, but
the last place I
don't know.
to go,
It just has a
but
good
I had
balance.
No choice. I had to get to the gas station.
I think we have another manuscript coming up. Yeah, I forgot there's people that can throw stuff at you, too. Grab some stuff here, bud. Yeah, we have a manuscript page through here.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now, she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Alright, that one's down. I think if you touch these, you actually get hurt. But I think they do as well. Uh-oh. Darkness is getting angry again.
What the hell was that?
I think we have another thermos coming up here.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
It's going to be somewhere over here. This is one of the harder ones to, or one of the easier ones to miss, I should say. We're going to have another manuscript coming up too, I think. Barry's arrival.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
Let's cross these logs. Wait, do I have to keep going this way, though? No, I think we're still heading the right way. They actually remind me of Deadites, too, just with the way they ramble.
In the dark, stalking me.
Grab all this stuff. We have a chest coming up too. It's going to be all the way up there. No, I thought they float when you kill them. I don't think it's supposed to do that. Yeah, here we go. We got the yellow paint. Nope, pressed A. Yeah, they did like a really good job with the overall level design. Everything just looks really detailed. I heard that in Alan Wake 2 they even went above and beyond with that too. Like, object details are ridiculous in that game. I watched Digital Foundry's breakdown of it. The game does look really nuts in terms of graphics. God, we can carry a lot of batteries. I have 20 right now. Batteries are handy with the birds, though, to just easily get rid of them. Quickly, at least. Alright, let's move on here.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
I saw another can pyramid up there. Revolver ammo reach. What about batteries? We have another thermos over here. You can actually find the coffee thermos in Control with the Alan Wake DLC. Where the hell did that come from?
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
I think we have another manuscript over here. Whoa, what the hell? When was I carrying a flare gun? I didn't know it auto weapon switched on me. Oh shit, I'm dodging into the wall. Yeah, I don't think they're supposed to go static like that when they die. I don't really know what would affect that.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Oh, we got that a little later.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Another one of those down. Wonder if we would have started that fast enough, it would have just killed the others that spawned. Ooh, not getting attacked. Let's slowly move this. Alright, that looks good. Should be able to get across now. And there we go, nice and easy. We can get that can pyramid now, too. Give our next radio.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but he's just too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Alright, well hopefully Toby's okay. We have another chest back here too. So yeah, it does have weapon auto switching. I wonder if that's a setting I can turn off, because I don't actually like that. There's our next manuscript page.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Alright, it's another one of those down. Got a thermostat right here right away, too.
Closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
which I actually ran past this one and went ahead a little bit. So there's another thermostat that I picked up after I dropped down. I'll show it once I get there. Yeah, I had to go back and pick that one up because it was kind of a point of no return. Because I started the generator, which was a checkpoint. Okay. I can't move. Damn, this guy's in the perfect spot. One thing I always gotta remember with this game is that it doesn't matter where you shoot them. It just takes a certain amount of shots to kill them. So it takes 3 hits to kill them, so you can just go nuts once you stun them. Grab those. But yeah, the thermos I ended up picking up was over here in this area. It's right behind this barrel. It's just sitting on the ground right here. So that's where that one is. We have another manuscript page somewhere out here too. It's kind of hard to navigate this area though. There it is. And these guys just keep spawning.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
God damn it. Right as I picked that up. Do we have to keep going this way? Yeah, I think so. How many batteries are in a container? Let's waste 3 here. Alright, so there's 2. So we can use 2 batteries if we need to for that achievement. Unless they got rid of that achievement too. Alright, we have another chest coming up. What the hell is Stucky even talking about? Let's grab some of these. And this looks like an area ready for being attacked. Oh, these are the fast guys. I think these guys die like easily too. Damn it. Yeah, they must have got. Oh, there's our next manuscript. But we have our first TV show in here as well. See what's on.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs.
Alright, so that was the first show. I'm probably going to edit those down. They're just like Twilight Zone-esque TV shows. They just take a little bit to run through. I'm going to probably keep the radio stuff and the manuscripts though, because that actually has like context to the game. Though I think they reference Night Springs in Control. Alright, let's go pick up our next manuscript here.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Alright, there's that one. Not sure what the point of that was. We have another thermos in this area, too. It looks like we're going to be getting attacked. We're finally facing off against Stucky.
Simple and as you might think, it can be dangerous.
There he is.
Patience! Moving with the engine takes to dropping tools. Easy and fatal. This place too. Then red car.
Did I knock this down? No, I didn't think I could. Because you can do environment stuff. Today, Stucky. He's got that super speed shadow. Let's grab this really quick. Stucky, would you hold still? There we go. Ease down. Yeah, he's not really that threatening.
Stucky's body
He's just really
vanished,
fast.
leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reached the lights of the gas station alive.
Let's waste 2 batteries here. Alright, I think we're all clear then. I think that's all that we have to worry about. Get out of the lumber yard. Here's the gas station.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
I think there's a manuscript page coming up.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Let's grab it.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
We actually have 2 thermoses out here, too. There's one right by the signs here. Then there's one all the way down this road. By that tunnel. I can actually see it flickering. We get attacked out here, too. There are some TV shows in this game, though, that do have context to the game, so I'll show those, but it's just the Night Springs one I'm going to cut down, because those ones sometimes take a while. Oh man, is there one of them behind me too? Trying to get them a little bunched up here. God damn it. Alright, there we go. Let's get the hell out of here. I think there's only basically 2 more things we can really get. I think there's another manuscript, but it's
I had to
nightmare
get
only.
inside the gas station to find a phone to call for help. The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Whole week went by. Yeah, we have a TV show in
was a
here.
mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
But this is one of the ones that have context to the game story.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost. I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Was that the reality? But then we also have a sign right here, too. This is our first sign. Basically just a little bit of lore for the area. I think we're almost done with this episode. Before I interact with the phone, though, is there anything else I can pick up? No, I wasn't sure if there was, like, ammo or batteries anywhere.
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
There's the end of episode 1. Basically sets up the game really well. Kind of gives you the vibe of what's going to be happening with the mystery behind the stories and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, he's like trapped in a weird reality. But yeah, it's such a wild game in terms of the way it plays out and stuff like that. That's why we're replaying it, because you basically need to see it for the context before we head into the second one, because I'm sure you're going to need to know what happens in the first game. But yeah, it's just got such an awesome theme to it. Remedy's always really good at creating really weird worlds that feel really fleshed out. So this game has really good lore and stuff like that. But we're probably going to end this part here. We basically finished all of episode 1, so this part might run a little bit long. But we're all caught up with our collectibles still. We got everything, which is good. I did pass one of them up and had to replay a bunch of it just to get to it again, but I'm hoping I don't keep doing that. Yeah, I'm really excited to continue this game. Like I said, I played this game a lot back in the day, and I still really enjoy it. It's a really good game. It has a really good story, really good writing. And like I said, the gameplay, although it's kind of basic, it's got some survival elements to it, but it's just you burn the darkness off of them and shoot them. It's still really fun, though, especially when they start throwing you into more intense fights. But yeah, I'm excited to continue this, and I'll see you in part 2.